In today's video, I'm going to show you how to create a dynamic feature section for your landing page. You can use it to showcase the key features of your product or service in a clean, modern, and engaging way. For this tutorial, I already have my component created, but we're going to recreate it now. And as you can see, this is the section I showed you, and when we switch pages, it looks smooth, but we can make it a little bit better, which is what we're going to learn in this video. So I'm going to show you how you can make it even better than what it's looking like now. So since I already have the pictures, the text, and everything, I'm just going to bring them out one by one. So first I will bring out this one. I'll bring out this one, then I'll bring out this one, and this one. So as you can see, it's just basically three sections that I want to showcase, right? So I'm going to bring out this whole entire section. So as you can see in the one I showed to you at the beginning of the video, this one, it is only this image, text, and this header that is changing, but we want the entire section to change. That's me trying to make it better than what it's looking like currently, right? So I'm going to detach this from the component, because this is a variant of this component, or is an instance of that component. So I want to detach it so that we'll create a new component. So I'll come here and detach instance, right? So I'm going to create this. So this is the frame that's carrying both of these. So what I want to do is I'm going to create three versions of this. But before I create three versions, let me make this one look good. So I'm going to convert this one to auto layout because it's currently a frame. So I'm going to convert it to auto layout. So if you need the source file for this, I'm going to attach it in the description so that you can you can follow along with the design. Yeah. So then I'm going to make a small adjustment here. So the spacing here is okay. All I just want to do is place this both at the center, right? But even though I'm placing it at the center, I want it to span to fill the container. But before I make it span to fill the container, this container must have a padding of, I mean the yellow one now must have a padding of 80 pixels, right? 80 pixel padding. Then I want to make this one fill the container just like that. And yes, the inner one can have like 100 pixel padding. Then this one, I'm going to make it fill the container as well, and I'm going to change the gap between to auto so that it will take over the entire space, right? So, and I can also adjust this to maybe 50 and see how it looks. But I don't want the text to be too far because the text is not much, so let's leave it at 100. So this is okay, right? So I'm going to call this this is invoice. So I'm going to call this invoice. So don't worry about this because we are not okay. So maybe to make this easy, so I'm going to pick this, and we're going to create a component with it. So I'll call this one tab, right? Then I'll make a duplicate of it, but this duplicate, we have this text color. So I'm going to pick the color of the text here. Then the same color is the color of the field here. So I'm going to remove the field, get rid of the field. Then for the text, I'm going to paste that color, the color of that text. So just the color of this background is the color of the text here. And yeah, so we want to have the default and active states, right? So let this one come up because this will be the default state and this one will be the active state. So I'm going to combine two of them into a single component, or a component set rather. So I'm going to create a component set with this. So the name of the component set will be tab, and this one will be default. So I like to start my variant name with small letter, but the property name I can start with capital letter, so I can say state. Then for this, I'm going to change it to hover, no, active rather. We don't really need hover because of the way we are going to display it, so the user will automatically know that it's clickable. They don't need to hover to know that it's clickable. So then I'm just going to create a text property for this, and just call it label, so that I can easily change the text inside label, right? So let me be sure that this is on hog and hog. Okay, so I'm going to carry this, copy and paste. So I'm going to paste to replace, Ctrl Shift R, right? Then I'm going to change this to active. Then I'm going to change this to I'm going to make a duplicate of this. Then I will replace the first one with the component that I copied from here. Then I'm going to change the text. I'm going to change it to payment links. Then I'm going to delete this. We don't need it anymore. So I'm going to make a third duplicate of this. Then I'm going to just replace the text with store. So I'm just basically changing the tabs to the component that we created. So now we are good to go. Then what I will do here now is I'm going to make a duplicate of this. So while I call this invoice, I'll call this one payment links. So payment link. So that's the name of this one. So now when I say we can make it better, this is what I mean. So I want the color of the page to also change with the header. So this is what I would do. So I'm going to come here. So I want to see a color that I can pick that will make a lot of sense. Okay, I can see a yellow here, this yellow. So I think I'm going to pick this yellow. Then we'll find a very light version of it. So, oh, sorry, I'm currently using yellow, so it won't be nice to use yellow again. So let's use pink and the lighter shade of the pink. So we already have a pink here. So I'm going to copy and I will paste it here. So now you can see that the pink is not looking good, but we're going to make it better. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to try and get a light shade of that pink, something that is very close to white actually, not too pink, not too dark, just somewhere around here. In fact, I can still make it lighter. So usually if I'm to make this this is the way I used to do it. So let me take it back to the pink. So I will switch this from Xcode to HSB, that's hue, saturation and brightness. So I'm going to increase the brightness, then I'm going to reduce the saturation. Yes, so something like this could work. Or we can even get like a random color that is never really part of the brand color, because when you are creating sections like this, you just want to make it colorful. Basically, that's why you are mixing colors, right? So sometimes it doesn't really have to conform to the brand color, but then even if you want to make it conform to the brand color, you can still do that as well. So I'm going to change this to store. Then, so don't forget here, this is payment link, so this one will no longer be active here. This one will be default, then payment link will be active, right? So here invoice will go back to default and store will now be active here. Yes, so that's what we want to get. So let's get a lighter shade of color for this one. I would like to use green at this point. I think I like this green here. I make it a bit lighter, but then let me pick the original green from here. This is the green. So by the way, that pink is part of the brand color, but this green is just like it's going to be like a supporting color, not the main color. So I'm going to switch it like this, right? Then I'm going to switch this brightness to 100. Then the saturation, I'm going to drop it down to something like, not maybe 6 or 5. Yeah, let me see. Here we have the saturation as, okay, let me take it down to 5. Okay, looking better. And so for this one, let me see where the saturation is. Let's take it down to 5. Okay, so I can see that this this orange is not the one that I used on the background here. So I want to use this orange for the background here. So instead of yellow per se, I'm just going to use orange. So this is the orange. Then we will not, okay, the brightness is already at 100, then we'll take it to 5. Okay, I think it's still the same color. So for each of it, this color, the orange color will stay here. And when it comes to pink, this one is already pink. But for the green, let's go get the green. I want to get it from here. Okay, so the green This will carry the green, just the major green. So this is just me trying to customize this section to match what you have on that section, right? So I can even go further to make this the color of this, just to customize these sections. So I'm just trying to be creative here, nothing much. So I can do this. I can do this. I can change this to pink. This pink. Then I can change this to dark green. And let me get color code again. I did not save the color code here. So this is the green. Okay, let me go get it from here. So I can decide to change this one to green, and you can see that it's looking more customized, right, for each section. So so I will just ignore the button for now, because the button is the major call to action, and that's the primary color. That's the primary color for all the buttons. So I'm going to leave it like that. So I've created the three sections, right? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to wrap each of it inside. I mean, I'm not wrapping. I'm just going to create a component set with three of it. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to create component sets, right? So once I create the component set, I'll call this one invoice. Okay, they already have the name because I named it before combining. Then I can now call this one maybe feature section, right? So I'm going to come with this. So what we want to do is when we click this, it should change to this. When we click store, it should change. So we're going to do some in component prototyping. So I'm going to switch to prototype mode. Then I'm going to pick this one and connect it to this. So what we want to do is on click, change to this, and the animation, let it just be instant. Let's just be instant. We don't want it to do anything more than that. Although you can also get creative with this section. Actually, you can do a lot more. Like when you click it, you want it to slide from the right in, all those kind of things. But I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that in this video, right? So I'm just going to stick to switching those sections and just making dynamic, basically. So if you want to do an extra touch of animation to it, well, you can go ahead and do that. So in Figma, you can copy prototype the prototype wire. So when I connect the wire from here to this one, I can copy it. So I'll just click on it and control copy, control C. Then I'll come to payment link here again. Then I'll paste it because I want those two buttons to do the same thing, to link to the same page. So I'm going to come to store. Then I'll bring the wire down to store. Then I'm going to copy it again, and I'm going to paste it for this one, right? Then the third one is the invoice. I'm going to pull it from here and connect to invoice. Then I'm going to copy and I'm going to paste for this. So you don't have to do any prototyping inside here. Just do your prototyping within this component and we are good to go. So I'm going to switch back to design mode and I'm going to copy only invoice and I'm going to come paste it here, right? So I'm going to come and paste it here. So I'm going to paste to replace this, actually. Control Shift R, or you right click and paste to replace. So when I paste to replace, I thought I pasted to replace. It's, did I copy? Let me copy again. Control C. Then I paste to replace this. Yeah. So that's it. So now it's showing. And we want to check it here. Okay. So this is how it looks now. And as you can see, if I click on this link, it changes the color of the background and it gives me this. And if I click here, it also changes. So one thing I did not do is to change the content of each tab. So let's go ahead and change that content now. So what we are going to do is replace this image with this one, replace this image with this one, and replace the text here with this one, the text here with this one rather. So I'm going to do the first one now. So I'm going to copy this text. I'll just press Ctrl C, then I'll paste Ctrl Shift V so that it inherits the format that I have here. Then I'll do the same for this text. The button is the same, so I don't have to change it. So I'm going to repeat the same process for this one. So I'm going to speed up the video at this point. Okay. Okay, so this section I'm supposed to switch the layout. I'm supposed to put the image on the left and the text on the right. So I'm just going to do that, and yeah, there you go. We have our section. So let us see how it looks like here. So once I switch, it gives me the information that I want on each tab, right? And by the way, this is a website that I designed like 2 years ago, and you can also use it as something to practice with, you know. So I'm going to drop the link to this file in the description of this video, so you can use it to follow along with the tutorial. So that will be it, and that's how you can create a nice looking dynamic section for to showcase the features of whatever you are trying to design a website for. So, and that will be it. Let me know if you enjoyed this video. Please, if you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up, and you can share this video to somebody that might need it, and do not forget to subscribe to the channel. I will see you in the very next video.